This one is for the killers, for the thieves and for the murderers, for those who dance on stolen land and for the continued colonizers that create them. Grow a pair of lungs. Learn to breathe the same air our people were denied. Inhale the rubble that courses through their airways, and as they claw their way up from underneath the earth, learn to speak with the same dust that has settled upon their tongues. There's enough red on your hands to make them paintbrushes, and we have had enough of your masterpieces. Our people will paint their own futures. Too often it is said that history is written by the victors, as if all this was just a game. Let me remind you, our people are not losers. They have fought fist and bone against those above the law, so don't you call the attempted genocide in Gaza a war. This playing field was never level. Hell, they forced us to play soccer when all we had was a high school basketball team with torn shorts and worn out kicks with no soles, firing from the front line, trying to make airtime, only to be dunked into the River Jordan. Jump shots do very little in the presence of a keeper, an iron defense, and concrete walls that separate us from the goals of our ancestors still. Our people played anyway. It's funny that we were only ever reduced to hate. They gave us names because they refused to call us human. The beating of these hearts is not called Hamas. And if anything, the so-called hate is only the hate that hate produced, bottled up for decades and eventually induced, elected to fight the occupation you produced and maintained, and our people have lost far too much, and they will no longer settle for the same. Martyrs, musicians, militants, poets, politicians, and peacemakers, reformers, revivers, refugees, we will write our own histories, rise up from beneath the earth and high-five the sun, because the sunrise has always meant something. Not even you have the power to make it set, and you can bet we will level that playing field. We've excavated the earth with our own bodies, and our resilience means we will never be forced to surrender. We will never be forced to surrender. Our voices will be heard. Hashtag Twitter, Insta this, status update this. It's Project Palestine. International activist networking finally changing the pace of your political propaganda. And our people will write their own histories. Today, we write our own histories because we were never losers. We have sculpted lenses from eye sockets and forged pens from these very bones, writing with ink passed down through generations of bloodlines. Our ancestors have taken center stage. We've reclaimed our paintbrushes and learned to paint the sun red on this page because we will never stop rising. Because we will never stop rising. And tomorrow, the truth will shine. Thank you.